connecting with a very pure-hearted soul. I'm hearing a very rare, pure-hearted soul who really just wants to do good. And sometimes it feels like you don't even know what to do. I'm hearing that you want to do good, you want to do right, you want to help as many people as possible. And sometimes you feel like, does the world even want that? Does the world want my purity? Does the world appreciate my purity, my innocence, my light? Or should I be that heartless prick instead? Or should I be that, ice queen and calculated, strategic businessman, businesswoman instead? I'm hearing in your purest of heart, you want to help. You want to help people overcome what you've gone through. I'm feeling a lot of you guys gone through pretty painful emotional trauma. That's what I'm hearing. Very deep emotional trauma. And you've worked on yourself and you looked at it and you're like, I'm seeing this journaling thing. So maybe you journal or you like work things out in your journal or you write things or something like that. So I just feel like you've been so dedicated in your healing journey for years, guys, for years. And well, I feel in my throat something. You can have a throat chakra thing, like a throat chakra blockage. Maybe you're unblocking it right now. I'm hearing that some of you guys are feeling the calling to speak up, to share, okay, to begin sharing what has worked for you, how you have healed yourself. I'm feeling like you kind of like graduated or graduating or wanting to graduate ASAP from whatever it is, the healing stuff that you've gone through, the healing journey that you've gone through, and now you want to share with the world. You might not know how exactly, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, social media, in person, books, music, art, dance, yoga, whatever. But I feel like you just want to share it. There's just something in you. You're like, I just need to share it. Okay, let me know if it's you and what it is. I'm curious. I'm hearing for you that this is the time that your soul knows that it's the time. Okay, there's no BS about it. Like the divine timing is now. Okay, let me know if you resonate with this. But I'm feeling for you that what you want to share with the world is so pure. While other people can be like, I want to make this perfume bottle, or I want to make this food brand because I want to make profits and monies and whatever. But I feel like for you it's like really not like that. It's like, I want to make this, let's say perfume, right? I want to make this natural perfume because I want people to smell good and be reminded of their divinity and not having to deal with toxicity. And I want them to feel my love and my essence. Or I want to make this food brand not because I want to make quick money or whatever it is that I want to share my love through every meal. And I want to pick the ingredients myself, and I want everyone to feel loved every time they eat it. Okay, I'm getting really emotional. I just feel like you're that kind of person who wants to infuse as much love, packed in as much love. It's so funny because I'm thinking those packaging, it says 50% more protein, instead of those protein thing, you're like, I want to pack as much love as possible in everything that I do. And sometimes you're like, well, am I gonna make any money doing that? Are people gonna appreciate it? Am I just being stupid? That's what I'm hearing. Okay, I'm not calling you stupid. I feel like some of you guys are just saying that in your head. Am I just being stupid? Am I just being silly for putting so much love and care into this thing? Wow, look at all these people. I'm hearing mofo. Look at all these mofo out there on the internet or on the marketplace, and they just buy something off, Alibaba, I don't know, whatever, random source, and then they sell it like that, and they make so much more money. And I'm seeing that this whole comparison process that's going on in your head, in your mind, and you're like, man, life would just be so much easier if I were just if I didn't have this heart, if I didn't have this soul, if I didn't have this purity within me. Oh my God, I'm getting really emotional. I feel like that's kind of breaking my heart a little bit. And I feel like I'm channeling through this energy for you. And guys, nothing's a coincidence. You know that when we tap into this energy, when you're tuning into this frequency, however this video finds you, it's because there's something that you're meant to hear. And I'm tuning into this, reflecting back what you deeply know to be true, your God consciousness, your higher self, reminding you that maybe you've been looking at those examples of those crazy people, or those I only care about profits people. Sure, they have the following, sure they have the money, sure they have all these things, and it seems so nice and glamorous and so fast and so amazing, and you want to learn from them, which is cool and all. But I really believe that when we're tapping into this new era of being, this new earth consciousness, there are new the new waves I'm hearing, new waves of leader, new waves of entrepreneurs, soul entrepreneurs. There's new waves of even celebrities, new earth conscious celebrity. That was a bit weird to me, but that's what I'm hearing. You kind of get the idea. It's like when you are known, when you have influence, when you have certain platform, it's really for you to do good, for you to shine your light, and it's not like an egotistical thing. So I'm hearing the more of us awaken to this new earth paradigm, and there is another way. So the more you are more authentic in your true nature, which is love, light, and peace, hello, all the good sparkling stuff, the more you're going to be attractive and highly regarded in this new earth paradigm that we are shifting towards. Like there's an audience and there's a match for everything, right? Like if you're gonna sell like bad quality stuff and make it look cool and just going at it for profit, I feel like it doesn't really bring you true happiness. I've worked a lot of people, entrepreneurs, very successful people over the years. They make lots of money and lots of whatever career success, but they're not actually happy, and they're not even motivated because it's not from the soul. So that's when a lot of these people come to me. That's why I meet these beautiful, gorgeous, talented, ambitious being, and it's just like, what, you're meant to learn these skills from all of these things, okay? Your old job, your 9-to-5 job, your business venture that was just only for money purpose, okay? Or maybe you liked it a little bit, but it's not your true soul purpose. All these skill sets, you're supposed to transfer it over to doing your true soul purpose, but you have to do it correct. And doing correct means that you have to come from the heart and soul way. You have to ignore everything and everyone and ask yourself, what is the true way for you to connect? What is the true way for you connect with your audience, your clients, your soulmate, your soulmate people, right? Your soul tribes, your soulmate people. Oh my God, your soul tribes, right? And a lot of this is allowing your true self to be seen, so that you can be magnetic to the people who are meant to receive you in that frequency. And you have to go first, and this is something that I feel that you're learning and you're awakening to, and you're realizing that this is something that resonates in your heart. Because I feel like even if you try to do all these fake stuff, or all these profit stuff, or all these like logical 5-step process stuff, like you can do it, but it always fall off. I feel like you're trying, because you are trying. You're trying to be someone you're not. You're trying to fit yourself into someone else's divine template. It's not yours. Your true divine template is so unique. It's so pure, it's so beautiful. And that's why it's magnetic. That's why it's rare. You're a rare soul, you know that. Okay? Not many people has the heart and soul like yours. And I think that's something to be preserved. It's something to be like amplified, and it's not something to hide away from. Because once upon a time, I fell into that mistake. I thought everything that you guys love about me now, I thought it was the worst thing ever. Like a lot of I always read your comments. I always thank you for your comments and your likes and your subscribes. I read them all, and I just send you so much love. I love you guys. Like, I love your energy, Tina. I love how authentic and how real and raw you are. And I thought it was like the worst thing about me. I thought no one wanted to see that. No one wanted to hear that. No one wanted someone so expressed. I thought I would get into trouble for these things, or I wouldn't be loved for it, because I feel like people, the internet, my family, people out in the world, they want some doll up version of me. They want some proper, polite, yes, I cover my mouth when I laugh, version of me. Oh my God, you know, but it's not me. And I lived that life for many years. And maybe some of you guys try that as well. You mute yourself. You mute yourself in front of your family, in front of your friends. How can you even call them your friends when you can't even be who you are? I had to question that. And maybe you're questioning that too. Let me know. And you have to mute yourself, maybe in relationship. I know I had, I felt like I was too much. I felt like I was too ambitious, too competent, too independent, too va-va-voom, and too whatever. I thought I was too whatever it is. You insert it, I thought I was that. And, next to these people that I've dated, I feel like I had to tone myself down to make them more manly, to make them more, whatever. And all of that just really killed my soul. So if you're going through this journey, I want you to know that, I've gone through it and it felt like shit, to be honest. It felt like freaking shit. So that's why I am here today, telling you I freed myself. And that's why I work with so many people from all over the world, especially in my Seenhood and Felt container. If you feel called to join, I meet with you weekly to really unleash this version of you. And I believe that when we are in our true authentic nature, that's when we get to connect with our true soul tribe. I wouldn't connect with you in frequency. You wouldn't watch it to this point. You wouldn't connect with my energy. You wouldn't be in my community if I don't show up as me. Because by me showing up as me, it allows you to have something to resonate with, and for you to know that there's something that's possible, because I'm just a reflection of you. I'm showing you your true self. Your true self wants to be free, wants to be happy and giggly and expressed. And you don't have to be expressed like the way I express myself, but there's something within me that you resonate with, that is that soul freedom within me, that I want you to know that if you're attracted to this video, you found you somehow. It's not a coincidence. And there's no coincidences in this world. And we meet in frequency because you're a pure heart, you're a pure soul, you're a rare soul. You want to do good. You have the purest intentions that, yes, maybe a lot of people don't have the consciousness to appreciate what you do. And I get that. It can feel really sad, okay? I'm not going to deny that. But the thing is, you're meant to live your soul purpose, not for those people. You're meant to share your gifts and help the people who deeply appreciate you. The people who love the F out of you, who wants to celebrate you, who want to clap for you, who wants to buy your services and products and support your endeavors and telling you how much they're grateful for you. These are the beautiful people you want to surround yourself with. So why is it that you want to spend your time, your energy for the people who laugh at you, who don't appreciate you, who think that, oh, why are you wasting your time doing this, beautiful thing with so much heart and soul, where you can just outsource it, you can just hire someone to do this for you. But you're like, no, I want to do it. I want to do every item. I want to pack everything by myself. Okay, if you're like a store owner or something, I want to wrap every gift by myself, or as many as possible, because I want to seal it with my love and send it. Okay, and maybe they call you crazy. Maybe it's not profit optimization, okay, or whatever they call it in business. But for you, it's not about business. Okay, for you, it's not about profit. For you, it's about heart and soul. So that's why it matters. And I'm here to tell you, I've coached a lot of people over the years, and I'm telling you, there's a whole new breed of people who win at life when they operate from heart and soul. And I've seen it in my client. I've seen it in my own life, I don't do this all the time, but, sometimes I would get the calling to make beautiful jewelries for you guys. And I do every piece, by hand. And I would ship every piece by myself. And I wrap it, I seal it with my love, my intention. And it gets sold out. Like, even in the pre-sale, I haven't even launched it, and everything was just sold out. And it was because my intention was pure, and it's because it's not like, oh yeah, like, I want to sell as many to make, as much profit. It's about, I'll make as many as I can make, because I want you to have my love and my energy, and I want you to know that there's a piece of me always with you. I'm getting emotional. Some of you guys have my bracelets and my jewelry, and I always receive your messages and stuff like that. But it's these kind of things that keeps our heart and our soul alive. So I'm channeling this through for you to remind you that it's not always what this 3D world tried to tempt you, into business, money, profit. Do it this way. You get fame faster, you get money faster, you get whatever faster, you get love faster. But the idea of love, money, fame, status is all effed up. It's not pure, and you are pure. So that's why you have to do it the heart and soul way. They'll tell you to read off a script, do this AI prompt, when you make videos. But what if you just say, F all of that? I speak from my heart. I share from my soul. I connect in depth, in frequency. F the algorithm, and I'm just going to show up as me. And I trust that my soul people will find me in frequency. And that's what I had to learn, with myself. And that's how I get to meet you right here, right now, in this moment. Yes, you. And I'm so grateful for you. And I'm feeling so emotional. I'm feeling so emotional because this is true. I feel like rare people like you need to know how special you are, how special your magic is, your aura, your frequency. And you don't have to continue to worry about the people who don't get it, because they ain't for you, they're not your audience. But you need to say, you know what, F everything. F everything. I don't want to operate in the 3D world. I want to operate from a higher consciousness. I want to operate from the new earth grid, which I know I'm here to co-create heaven on earth. And I'm gonna lead this, and I'm gonna be an example. I want to be an example that I can have a successful life, have a relationship, a healthy, successful relationship, family, friendship, home, and business, and career and impact and all of that, by being me, by not betraying my soul, by never have to succumb to fear consciousness and lack consciousness ever again. So I want to invite you to maybe make that pact with yourself if you're ready, because this life, you think you have time, but I believe there's a quote that says, the problem is you think you have time. Life is fast, guys. Like, I don't know how old your earth year is, now, but it's a blink of an eye. And then boom, okay, you here now. And it's gonna go so fast. And I want you to tap into that moment where you're about to ascend from this earth into another life. Will you be proud of yourself? Will you be proud of continuing to do the things that kills your soul? Will you be proud of the steps that you didn't take, the words you didn't say, the I love yous that you didn't say, the I appreciate you that you didn't say, the thank you that you didn't say, the stuff that you want to do and you never do it. You said one day, maybe when I retire, maybe one day when I have enough money. It's not about money, okay? Nothing is about money. When it comes to your true soul purpose, it's not money that backs you up. It's God that backs you up. It's source, it's God that backs you up. So you just have to say yes. But are you saying yes to it? Or you're thinking of the reasons why you can't do something? Or you say, God, show me. God, please show me the way. God, please show me. Please guide me. And I'll do it. And you have to meet it, Because God maybe shows you, you need to exit your job tomorrow. And you're like, God, can you show me something else? You know what I'm saying? You can't. You have to trust it 100%. Okay? And this is the time where you have to ask yourself, what do I want? Do I want to live life in my authentic nature? Do I want soul freedom? Because I'm telling you, that's the only way. I've lived enough Earth years, okay, this year, being some kind of fake ass version of me, dimming my light, tiptoeing, walking on eggshells for other people to shine, you know? And where did that get me? I felt bad for myself. I felt like shit, to be honest. You know, dimming my light so that, you know, the guy next to me can be like a man. He should be a man. I shouldn't have to dim my light and, you know, play it down, you know, for him to feel good about himself. You know, I shouldn't have to make myself less attractive or less pretty or less beautiful so that, you know, other people around me, my girlfriends, you know, my mom or whoever, like, so that they can be confident in themselves. That's not my problem. That's not my burden to carry. And I've carried that burden for the longest time in my life. I shouldn't shine too bright. I shouldn't look too good. I shouldn't be so competent. I shouldn't, you know, showcase how smart I am, how wise I am, and how whatever I am, so that other people can feel good about themselves. And I always put myself last. And what did that get me? In the shadows. But this whole time, you know, something in me knows that I'm meant to be in the spotlight. And it's not for vanity reason, I can tell you that. It's not for egotistical reason. It's something that feels destined, like I'm meant to do this. And I know, you know, why I'm sharing this with you, because I know that some of you guys listening to this, you know that there's something that is destined for you. You're meant to be seen, you're meant to be heard, you're meant to be felt, you're meant to be visible. You're meant to create impact, you're meant to share your gifts, you're meant to share your creations, you're meant to share your magic. And maybe you think that you're afraid to be seen and all of this BS, but maybe you've been protecting yourself, or maybe you've been protecting others. That's something I talked about in my last inner circle meeting of the Seen, Heard, and Felt. If you're interested in that, link is down below. That's my 3-month weekly coaching container where I meet with you and I really get to know you and amplify your light, allowing you to be seen, heard, and felt for your authentic leadership and in your personal life. It's a beautiful container, guys. Like, you guys are my soul family if you're in that. So link is down below for that. We were talking about this energy of how many times is it that we dim our light so that others can shine? And we're so used to that paradigm. We're so used to be that protector. And sometimes it weighs really heavy on our shoulders. And in that coaching call, I was asking, you know, the members to feel into their shoulders. I'm going to ask you now, do you feel tension? Do you feel pain here, right under your collarbone? Okay, neck. We carry a lot of emotional baggages because we love hard. And I feel like I'm connecting with someone who loves hard, who loves so much that you don't know how to stop loving. And that's why you put up walls. You put up emotional barriers and protections. But then that blocks you from shining. That blocks you from exploring your depth and your gifts. So when you have to, you know, when you come to this point, you have to realize that there's certain burdens that are not yours to carry. You know, you're not responsible for someone else's insecurity or envy or whatever lack that they think. You're responsible to live the example of what divinity looks like, feels like, acts like. You're here to pave the way. You're here to lead by embodiment, by example. So you have to go first. You have to be brave and open up your heart. You have to be brave and stand in your authenticity. You have to be brave and say, you know what? I know this is not how things are done traditionally, and I know that maybe, you know, I will be called stupid or silly for doing this thing, but it just feels good and feels true in my heart. So then that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do it with confidence. And because if I exist, my people exist. Okay, I want you to comment this below. Say this out loud with me. If I exist, my people exist. So you can replace people with like your soul tribe or whatever, your client, your soulmate client, or your audience, or even your soulmate, your person, whatever, right? Like if I exist, my soul clients exist. If I exist, my audience exists. If I exist, my soulmate exists. If I exist, my person exists. If I exist, my true life exists. So everything is a mirror, everything is a reflection. And the biggest thing that us people, I don't know why I'm saying it in such a way, us people struggle with is struggling to set ourselves free. That's what we're here to learn. Freedom is not traveling the world. Guys, I've traveled the world. I quit my job, traveled the world for the past 8-9 years. I was working 9 to 5, cubicle, office, and then I quit and I started travel the world because I just felt there was something more to me than that. I didn't know what, but I trusted it. And with all these countries, with all these places, with all these beautiful places that I've been, that's not freedom. Freedom is soul freedom. Freedom is I finally get to be who I am. I finally get to speak the way I want to speak. I didn't speak like this always. I was afraid of my real voice. I was ashamed of my voice. For the longest time, I pretended to be mute. I didn't think I was pretty, for a long time. I thought it was like really ugly, actually. I thought I was like hideous. And I was really insecure. And I couldn't dress the way I want. Seemingly, I thought I couldn't dress because it would attract too much attention. And I would make other people feel a certain way. So I would always I all felt like I had to dress down or like, all of these things. And now I freed myself. And this, I'm telling you, this is freedom. No amount of money, no amount of, boyfriend, girlfriend, no amount of like countries that I've traveled to give me this true sense of freedom that I get to be me. I get to be my funny, silly, wise, smart, intimidating sometimes, direct, blunt, whatever, giggly self. And I own it. And I think that's true freedom. So for those of you who are on this path, I want to remind you that the most beautiful thing about you is your soul, your beautiful soul. So don't betray it, And if this is hitting the spot, let me know down below. I'd love to hear what you got from it. Like I said, I have my Seenhood and Felt container. I have my Divine Template Activation. That's where we go so deep and we activate you into that, stepping into your true Earth leader role. That resonates with you, check out the links below. This is Tina Wong. I love you so much. I post here every day, so if you feel called to subscribe and be part of our family, that means everything to me. So thank you for your likes, your support, your energy. I love you.